There's big breaking traffic right now. Anyone headed to Boca Raton or maybe southbound to Broward County this morning needs to know about this.
Perhaps even to Delray Beach. Southbound I-95 is shut down due to a semi-truck dangling off an overpass. Our team coverage starts with traffic anchor Holly Davis.
We'll go ahead and take you straight to the scene here in just a second. First, though, I do want to show you how your drive is being affected right now. Boynton Beach to Palmetto Park Road. Usually, this is probably a 15-minute commute right now, looking more like 40 minutes. So this is a dire situation this morning. Let's go ahead and send it up to Johan. Johan, I know we mentioned that the interstate was shut down, but I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, we do have at least one lane open.
Yes, that's correct, Holly. Southbound 95, right at Congress Avenue, you have one left lane getting by due to this semi-tractor trailer truck dangling over the embankment here, over the retention wall here. Let me zoom in here and just show you the efforts here as the big boy, the big rig coming in definitely to get this uprighted here. That's a good sign as they got the outriggers there ready to do the heavy pulling here. But just look at right there, the back part of it hanging and then over by the cab. The cab's not over the wall here, but definitely the semi-tractor trailer, the tractor trailer part is hanging over the Congress Avenue overpass. So you have delays southbound as they have most of the right lanes shut down here in this area just for safety precautionary measures. If this does go over, at least the lanes will be cleared. And we just have our fingers crossed that that won't happen here. But they are allowing you to exit at the Congress Avenue southbound exit ramp currently. That might shut down as they start the progress of uprighting and moving this tractor trailer away. But again, southbound 95, you're going to get some heavy delays just around the Atlantic Avenue area, and definitely slow go once you get to Yamato, or excuse me, Linton Boulevard. Northbound Yamato's a little bit of onlooker delays, but not heavy. But again, southbound 95 slow in the Boca Raton area, approaching Congress Avenue. That's how it looks up here in Chopper 5. I'm Johan Hoffend. Back to you.
I'm for sure at the live desk. Johan kind of alluded to this, that we've seen this type of issue before at this exact location. This is from 8 months ago. This is Chopper 5 video I just tweeted out. Look at the, if you're having a flashback, this is why, because you just take a look at what happened 8 months ago. A semi-truck here at the Congress Avenue off-ramp, southbound side. It went over the wall there and dangled above the tri-rail tracks. I was actually on location this day when this happened. The driver told me that he mistook the off-ramp for an express lane. So he hit the gas and nearly, frankly, went Dukes of Hazzard over that wall and almost onto the tri-rail tracks. He was okay that day, but this is a situation that we have seen in this area before as we watch a semi-dangle this morning on the off-ramp, southbound side, Congress Avenue and I-95. Glenn?
Yeah, we will certainly continue to press for answers on this.
And there was another one prior to that as well, so that interchange, no stranger to accidents. Wow. We do need to switch gears, if we will. High risk for brush fires. In fact, a state of emergency in our state right now declared by the governor yesterday because of these windy, dry conditions.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are we seeing right now, Glenn?
Well, we're seeing some rainfall coming in, so that's pretty good news. There's a little more humidity around, too, so not quite as dry as it has been, but the roads are slick in spots across our area and about to get slicker as more rainfall moves on in. In fact, the Treasure Coast now starting to see some rain in Martin County. Some showers moving in around Stewart and Hobe Sound. We still have quite a few showers offshore that will move into Vero Beach and around the Indian River Mall and even into Fort Pierce over the next hour or so, but a lot of that's still offshore. If we track these little showers here, those should be in West Palm Beach around 6:43, maybe Andros Isle just after 7 o'clock. And we've got some heavy rainfall headed for Delray. Could be in the area at about 6:39 this morning in Delray Beach, Indian Spring at about 6:54. We'll have your hour-by-hour forecast and a look at the weekend coming up later this half hour. Johan?
And Glenn, live in Chopper 5 covering breaking traffic news. Southbound 95, slow go all the way from Atlantic Avenue to Congress Avenue. A tractor trailer dangling over the semi-retention part of this wall. The semi-truck here, the tractor trailer park here, is just dangling over the wall here. You can see that they have on the bottom part here, they have quite a few of the right lanes blocked. You only have one left lane blocked here. The good news is they do have the big semi-wrecker crew here getting ready to try to upright this semi-tractor trailer. Again, I'll zoom in here real quickly and just show you. The cab part is not over the retention wall here, but again, the tractor trailer part is dangling over. That is a big situation. You can see FHP right there, and there's the lanes that are blocked here, just in case, for emergency purposes only. I'm going to zoom back here and finally show you how much of the delays we have here, all the way to Atlantic Avenue in the Delray Beach area. So that's how it looks up here in Chopper 5. I'm Johan Hoffman. More news, weather, and traffic coming up in just a little bit.
All right, very important developing situation that may snarl your morning, so certainly we're pressing for answers on this.
Absolutely. You're watching WPTV News Channel 5 as you take another look from Chopper 5 of this breaking news situation. We'll be right back with the latest developments.
Breaking traffic news for your Wednesday morning, 6:38. This is going to be a situation we're dealing with for the duration of your morning commute. I-95 southbound as you make your way to Congress Avenue is a total mess right now. Starting to see backups. Actually, we've been seeing backups through Delray Beach, so it kind of shows you how severe this is. It is a parking lot, that is for sure. Several lanes are closed. Let's get to Johan. He is in Chopper 5. You get a better view of just how messy this is. This is a nasty one, Johan.
Oh, yeah, Holly, definitely a serious situation here above the Congress Avenue overpass here as this semi-tractor trailer is dangling. The trailer part is dangling over the retention wall, the safety wall here, as you can see. I'll zoom in real quickly. As you look right straight down there, you can see the lanes that are open. That's one left lane that's open, and the rest of the lanes are blocked here as a safety precaution, just in case this tractor trailer, it possibly could go over. Hopefully it will not, but you can see a majority of it is dangling over the wall here. Good news here, the big tractor trailer wrecker here is ready to try to upright this. As you can see right there, they're getting ready to pull in the heavy chains and the heavy cables here. But I'll zoom back quickly and just show you how much the delays are happening here. Southbound 95 is gridlock. Definitely delays from Delray into Boca, from Congress Avenue to Atlantic. So you're definitely going to have to get off at Atlantic, take Congress, and get back on southbound at Yamato Road to continue destinations along southbound 95. That's how it looks up here in Chopper 5. I'm Johan Hoffman. Back to you.
Certainly a serious situation. We've seen incidents like this, and you're able to see it there on the box on your screen.
That's
as
right.
we try to get some answers.
Well, we want to keep it up for you and get to other important things throughout the day. It is a windy one out there, and that means a rip current risk, right, Felicia?
These gusty winds that we have today and that are going to be continuing, keeping that rip current risk high. So if the beach was in your plans for today, I want you to be really careful. Dangerous rip currents, a high risk of rip currents. Surf about knee to thigh, so the surf not really high, but nonetheless those rip currents are dangerous out there today. Small craft caution for boaters, so a dangerous day on the water. Might not be the best beach day ever, though. We've got quite a bit of rain around, Glenn.
We do. In fact, today we have our highest chances for rain this week. It's about a 40% chance for fast-moving rainfall cruising from east to west. We've got showers coming in right now around Nettles Island, Jensen Beach, headed for Stewart, Rocky Point with some rain right in here. This is the Seminole Shores area, so that's getting some heavy rainfall. We're also seeing rain around Hobe Sound, west of Du Bois Park. This is a pretty good-sized shower about to move into Delray. This is right moving into where this accident is that you're seeing over here that we've been covering this morning. So that could be trouble in that area as well. Briny breezes getting in on the rainfall around 644, Kings Point at about 653. So if we go hour by hour, that chance for rain, you'll see it in almost every single block here that we have in the hour-by-hour forecast, and that's because consistently today we'll have about a 40% chance for rain all day long. Temperatures warming up to near 80 by your lunch hour today. More on your forecast coming up.
Breaking traffic news right now. We've got a mess on I-95 southbound. You can see all of the commotion right there. This is near the southbound on-ramp to Congress Avenue. Real quickly, let me show you how this translates for your drive times. If we can flip to those drive times, you will see we are in the red right here. High Palazzo to Hillsborough. It's going to take you about 40 minutes, but maybe even longer. We're back with more in just a moment. 6:45, breaking traffic news. If you're thinking, man, deja vu, well, it is. We have a tractor trailer dangling off of I-95, same spot as it happened 8 months ago. This is in Boca Raton. We'll go ahead and show you your drive times right now, how it's affecting your speeds, 19 miles per hour, even slower. So this is really going to be a headache, a nightmare for your morning commute. Johan is over the area. I was hoping to actually start with this shot, but you can see packing it in tight right there, Johan.
mounting just only to Atlantic Avenue. Not too bad once you come in from Boynton Beach and you're traveling southbound along 95. This accident is at southbound 95 at the Congress Avenue overpass in the area of Delray, Boca Raton. And as Glenn was showing you just earlier on Live Viper 5 Max, we do have those showers coming in that Glenn just talked about. And there's a shot of the showers here. You can get that exclusive aerial shot of the weather and traffic and breaking news always. But let me zoom down here quickly and show you just the situation going on right now. This is the Congress overpass that's in Boca Raton here, southbound 95 is being bottlenecked as only one left lane is getting by in this area. This tractor trailer here is teetering over the retention wall. The wall here, you can see the cab part is fine. It is not over the retention wall, the brake wall here, but there you go. You can see it as it is hanging over, and if you look over to the right there, that's the fall drop all the way down to the bottom there. And they do have those lanes that are closed just as a safety precaution, but the big rig here, the big tractor trailer wrecker here, is in effect here, getting ready to pull this and upright it in this position here. We got a little commotion going over here on this side as they check something out over here, as they definitely want to go for safety, and they're checking every angle and what possibilities of good and bad could happen here. But again, this is on the Congress Avenue overpass. Now they're allowing you to exit southbound at Congress along 95, but that should probably end up stopping here within the next few minutes here. And again, we have quite a commotion here going over on the south side of this as they start to look down and see what's going on here. We'll zoom over here and to see what actually they were looking at over here. But again, look at the tractor trailer dangling over the wall section here, as there it's quite a drop here from this wall to 95. But again, safety precautions in effect right now as you have let me see what they're looking at. Sadly to say, I'm going to zoom out here. This is getting really bad here. Obviously, I'm not going to zoom in on this, but a person has fallen off the retention wall here down to the ground. I'm not going to zoom in to show this, but this is getting really bad. Emergency crew worker here, I can see him right there. A person has fallen off the wall here. It's gone from bad to extremely worse here. We'll get you more updates on that person that has fallen off as they try to get this off 95 and upright it here. But again, it looks like a bad situation has just happened. A person just fell off this retention wall, and it's quite a drop here down at Congress Avenue Bridge and 95 southbound. We'll send it back to you guys, and we'll keep on top of this and get more information. That's how it looks up here in Chopper 5. I'm Johan Hoffent. Back to you.
Have to get on the go. We are following this on social media as well. The WPTV app for all the breaking news, and we do have some more breaking developments in that. We'll get right back to that. You can see it on the right-hand side here on your television screen in that box. And we did see the weather was rainy there in Boca Raton for a moment.
And as we continue to follow this press for answers, we want to check in with Glenn Glazer. We're talking about some rain headed straight for the area we've been following with this breaking news situation.
We are, and there's more headed in too. In fact, probably the most rainfall that we've seen so far this morning is heading in along the coast right now, starting with the Treasure Coast here, which has been relatively dry for most of the morning, but now the showers that have been well offshore have moved much closer to the coast. And if we track some of this activity for you, this should be in Fort Pierce at around 7:23, in Vero Beach 7:37. Some of these times are right at the height of the morning commute here. We're seeing this little shower moving in around Sewell's Point, and that's headed for Rio over the next few minutes. Palm City at 6:56. We've got a shower that just moved through Hobe Sound and Jonathan Dixon State Park. That's headed out to the west. This big shower here is headed right into Delray and Boca, and if we go ahead and time that out for you a little bit, it should be in Boynton Beach too, because it extends pretty far north. The northern tip of this could move into Boynton around 6:54. We could see Aberdeen with some rain at 7:06 this morning, Stonebridge at about 12 minutes after. And there's already rainfall around I-95 here in Boca and Highland Beach and headed out to the west. Vipercast showing you that we do have fast-moving showers in the forecast this morning. Look, even this afternoon, it kind of just keeps on moving in, which is why we've given it that 40% chance for rain throughout the day today. We could see scattered showers. As we've been mentioning all week, though, this is the day of the week where we have the highest chances for rain, 40%. Highs today, upper 70s, low 80s, windy conditions throughout the day with that high risk for rip currents along area beaches. Tomorrow, still breezy, but with much lower rain chances, only about 10%, highs around 80, and then temperatures upper 70s and low 80s for Friday and Saturday. Rain chances up a little Saturday, but down for Easter Sunday.
If you can at all avoid this area, definitely do. We have a tractor trailer hanging off I-95 southbound right around Congress Avenue. This situation getting even worse with a person just falling off the bridge. Trying to learn a little bit more here, but again, this is stacking up fast. We've got a parking lot, major delays mounting all the way to Delray Beach. Breaking traffic news this morning as we take a look. Exclusive pictures from Chopper 5, the only local helicopter covering breaking news. We've got a tractor trailer situation here. That trailer hanging off I-95, the southbound area of Congress Avenue. And this really is affecting your morning commute. Johan is here to tell us a little bit more about this. Yo.
And Holly, yes, I-95 southbound currently shut down at Congress Avenue. A worker possibly just fell off the embankment here. I'm not zooming in to show you, but you can see they're starting to tend to him right there on the side of I-95. That's a semi-tractor trailer is dangling over the side, and they were trying to start to upright this up here in this area. They were trying to start to upright the tractor trailer, and all of a sudden, sadly to say, that a person fell from the top of this area here on the side there of I-95 as they start to tend to him and assist him in his injuries. But currently right now, southbound 95 completely shut down at the Congress Avenue overpass. Let me show you quickly how far the delays are mounting. On top of all this, we do have some weather moving in off the Atlantic here. Let me get to it fast here. And there's the weather starting to come in, as Glenn has been showing you on Live Viper 5 Max. So this is going from worse to terrible to just unbelievably nightmare for your commute. Again, a person has fallen off the overpass at Congress Avenue while they were trying to upright the tractor trailer southbound 95 approaching Congress Avenue in the Boca Raton areas. We have delays all the way back now mounting to Atlantic Avenue. That's how it looks up here in Chopper 5. I'm Johan Hoffend. Back to you.
And I'm Chris Stewart at the live desk. This has been an area, this off-ramp, that has caused major problems before. We are counting this to be the 5th major accident at the southbound off-ramp on Congress just in the past year. You take a look here at this video. This was a crash from back in August. A truck speeding through that off-ramp and ending up dangling over the tri-rail tracks. Just last week, there was a similar story. Exactly 1 week ago, that a tractor trailer did something similar to this. We did talk to FDOT last week. They told us they feel that there is enough signage in the area, but they were planning on adding even more signage because this seems to be a problem continuously happening. Glenn?
All right, thanks, Chris. As Johan has been mentioning, as we've been talking about all morning, there's quite a bit of rainfall headed into pretty much our entire coastal viewing area right now, from the Treasure Coast all the way down through Palm Beach County. Some of that rainfall is heavy in spots. We are keeping our eyes on it for you this morning, and we'll have updates with you throughout the morning on where that rainfall is, where it's headed. Hour by hour, temperatures will slowly climb to around 80 degrees by your lunchtime today. Our highs will be in the upper 70s and low 80s. Right around average for this time of year. A mix of sun and clouds, gusty winds out of the northeast, and that chance for fast-moving rainfall will continue throughout the day today. That's a look at your forecast.
Good morning. Coming up on Today, we're live in Moscow as Secretary of State Tillerson's key meeting with Russian officials gets underway. Also ahead, United Airlines issues a new apology amid the firestorm over a passenger being forcibly dragged from his seat. We're going to have the latest and take a closer look at your rights when you fly. We've got those stories, plus we're catching up with Oscar winner Charlize Theron, the new bad girl in the Fast and Furious franchise. And we've got a special steals and deals to get you ready for Mother's Day when we see you right here on Today.
At southbound 95, shut down at Congress Avenue due to a tractor trailer dangling over the top part of the overpass. Also, a person has fallen off this bridge. Southbound 95 shut down in the Boca Raton area at Congress Avenue. Expect heavy delays.
Johan was saying those backups all the way to Atlantic, so for miles now, and we will continue to cover this over on Fox 29.
Yes, and certainly you can keep our free WPTV app with you on hand. You can get those updates as they become available. We'll be sending them out to you. We will continue to press for answers on this. As we mentioned, 5 accidents at this particular location in just the last year alone. This one very serious.
All right, we hope to make it a great day, folks, as you take a live look from Chopper 5, the only local helicopter covering breaking news first and fast.